Hey everyone, welcome back. It's Jojo. And
And Shruti. And we are here. We are here.
we are
Hum phir
finally
mil rahe
here.
hain.
We have arrived. I
Yes.
don't know how we have finally arrived. It's a very emotional moment for us. We don't know how we're going to live after this because it's like when your favorite show ends, na TV show. When Game of
Yeah.
Thrones ended, I was like, now what is there to look forward to in life? So
Musically, I'm pretty much feeling like that for Coke
same,
Studio. You're right. You
same,
have got it perfectly. Yes.
same
I say below
emotion.
that.
But now it's this is the season finale, Young Stunners and Faisal Kapadia, and now I'm in a place. I'm in that place where a lot of people have not been because I have witnessed their first international gig. I've
And you've
seen
seen
them
them
live.
live in action. Come on, thoda sa bata de, Jojo. What was it like?
I'm
What did
saving it
you?
all for the vlog. But
I know.
what was it like? Oh my god! Oh my god! So I kept getting like DMs and stuff, and everyone was. I think someone said as soon as Talha says "yeah yeah" on stage,
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
you're you're gonna go "yeah yeah" as well. And that's exactly what happened. That's exactly what happened. I was like,
Oh.
I was trying to be in the moment, and I was also trying to like put some stories on Instagram because I know people were expecting it, but I also had a
Correct.
vlog camera to take care of and record stuff on. So I was
Right.
like, I don't want
Yeah.
to be too much, so I put up the intro when Tala Anjum got on stage, and as always, I mean, I don't know as always, but Tala Yunus took his time to come on stage. I think he was sleeping. He's always sleeping. So he got on, and Tala and Anjum was like, make some noise for my boy Tala Yunus, and we're all making noise, and he's taking his, and then he finally gets on stage and he's like, what's up? And then and I think Anjum had said ye bajega gali ke naake pe, and then everyone knew which song is gonna come, right?
Oh my
So
God.
as soon as Yunus gets on stage and says, yeah, what's up? Anjum goes,
Huh.
yeah, yeah. And I lost it. I was like, yeah,
I'm shocked that you have come back with your awaz intact. I was 100% sure itna chikam chili hui hogi that you're going to come back with like awaz gone and fully like husky and like being all hello, awaz is
yeah.
gone like that.
Nahin,
Did
nahin,
that
I
happen?
couldn't know because the vlog camera was
Ah,
recording. So if
oh
I'm screaming
yeah.
and singing, then the people watching the vlog will then feel tortured, na? So I kept,
Oh. Yes,
but
I'm really looking forward to your vlog. Huh? Like I
ha.
really want to witness the entire show through you. So yeah, I'm
Listen,
looking forward to that.
yeah, but like it was my first vlog, and I don't know how to vlog. I honestly just did it for the fans of the young stunners who are in India and who won't get to see them live probably anytime soon.
Yeah.
So it's a very amateur vlog. We'll see how it is, but it'll drop soon on the channel. Now let's come back to
Yay.
this. Hena?
Yes. I think we're trying to push it as much as we
We are,
can
we
because,
are.
you know, emotionally, देख लेंगे खत्म हो जाएगा.
We can just keep fapping and talking over and over. But yeah, I've seen them live now, and we both were invited to the screening of this song by Spotify Pakistan and Coke Studio. So Shruti couldn't attend, Hannah, you were busy that day,
Yeah, I was busy that day. Yeah, yeah.
but I was there and I muted the song and I looked away when the video was playing and the song was playing. So
Good. Very good.
yeah, because I did not want to experience it sitting alone in my room watching it on a screen, and my reaction is not getting recorded and I'm not like able to talk about it. So I didn't want to listen to it at all. So I was in that
Yeah.
session because all the creators of Coke Studio and all the people behind it, including Xulfi, were on that session. So I got to ask Xulfi a question, which, you know, I'll talk about all of that after this.
Yeah.
But just letting everyone know, I've not heard it and I've not seen it.
Okay. Super.
Let's do it. Should we do it?
Okay. Yeah.
Should we
Yes, we
really
have
do
to.
it?
We have no
Okay.
choice. We have to get into it.
I'm
Yes.
already feeling sad, and it says Phir
I'm also
Milenge
excited.
till we meet again. So it's a proper goodbye song.
Okay, I'm going to, you know what we need to do? We need to stop thinking about that after this goodbye ho rahi hai. Instead, we're going to get all our, you know, senses in this spot and give this song the due that it deserves and the
Yeah.
excitement that it deserves.
Yeah.
So yes, come on.
Because I
Phir
mean, it's the
Milenge.
last, and you'll save the best
Yeah.
for last, I'm guessing. So okay,
Yes.
quickly. Credits: song narrative Adnan Dhul and Xulfi. Okay, composed by Xulfi, written by Adnan Dhul, Tala Anjum, and Tala Yunus, and additional lyrics by Xulfi. Okay, now that Adnan Dhul is involved, let's brace ourselves to be extremely emotional. And of course, the Tala's music arranged and produced by Xulfi and Abdullah. Okay, Abdullah, you just killed us with Go. Now you're here also. Mixed by Xulfi. ठीक है, and Faisal Kapadia. Listen, this like combination, we need to talk about that first. Like Faisal Kapadia meeting young stunners, collab between, you know, like how else to, like Faisal's an OG, you know, he's an OG. There's no other way to describe.
Can you imagine their voices
what he-
together? Like, can you imagine it already? What do you think?
I
like,
actually can,
Huh.
because the bhariness that a Faisal Kapadia brings to a song in terms of not just vocal quality, but
Huh.
just his presence and his singing style.
Yeah.
We've seen so much of that with the Talhas. Like they're so heavy in how they impact you with not just their lines but their delivery. So I think I can see why it would make sense in Xulfi's head, but it's just an unexpected collab.
Correct.
You know?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Like, I'm excited to see because I can't imagine it.
I
Like,
can't
I
imagine
love
it.
both their styles so separately.
Yeah.
And I can, tonality wise, I know आवाजें तो match होंगी, you know, in a very nice way. But किस तरह और कैसे, how will they do justice? How has Xulfi done justice to both the styles? I'm really excited to watch that.
Yes.
Actually.
Musically, because arrangement is Xulfi and Abdullah. So I don't know what kind of vibes. They always surprise us with something we haven't heard before. So
Correct.
I think we've talked enough. We will talk more after.
Yes. Ready.
Let's
ready.
do it. Are you emotionally ready? Emotionally ready. Okay, chalo. Without further ado, 1, 2, 3, play.
Coke Studio, Season 14.
दिल के किसी कोने में ही याद तेरी मैंने छुपा रखी है, छुपा रखी है। भूला नहीं तू भी मुझे, बात यूं ही मैंने बना रखी है, बना रखी है। समाया थे दिल में वो ऐसे, अनजाने तो मिलते फिर कैसे। तुम बारिश में भीगे हम बहते, समंदर किनारे जो रहते। उम्मीदें लगा के वो बैठे, जो अपनों के गम वो भी सहते। ये दुनिया तो चाहती के बहके, ये बाग सी खुशबू से महके।
मिले दर्द बहुत, कभी तू भी मिल। दिल में रहती नहीं जानम तू ही दिल। आज फिर आई ना तू, इंतजार रहा मुस्तकिल। तवील है गम की शाम, कहानी मोहब्बत की मुख्तसर। नजरसानी करो जरा सी, कदर करो मेरी कला की। जाने वाले चले जाते हैं, किस्मतें ही तो काबू में नहीं आती। छाँव में धूप की तरह, जिस्म में रूह की तरह। गुजरे दिमाग से याद तेरी लगातार लहू की तरह। अब खाए जाएं ये दरो दीवार मुझे किसी भूख की तरह। तेरे बिना नहीं घर भी घर, अकेले महसूस ये किया। तेरी कमी पूरी हुई ना, आज भी रही एक दिल में खला। खिजा भी आई बर वक्त और दिल का बाग भी रहा ना हरा। तेरा ही एतबार, बाकी सारी दुनिया पे भरोसा नहीं बना। तू मुझ में देखे इंसान, बाकी सारी दुनिया को दिखे बस कला। तू है मैं हूँ और गहरी खामोशी, हम दोनों ही नहीं सुनते जो कुछ भी ये कहती होगी। गली है दिल की तंग, अब तेरा उसमें आना ना हो। दिल के मोहल्ले में अब तेरे मेरा जाना ना हो। तू है मैं हूँ और सिर्फ फासले हैं, राब्ते मुनक़ता और मुंतज़िर हम आपके हैं। राज़ी नहीं राज़दार भी क्या मांगते हम, खामियों पे पर्दे लोग कम ही यहाँ डालते हैं। हम सिरहाने रख के ख्वाब रातें जागते हैं, हम तुम्हें तुमसे बहुत बेहतर जानते हैं।
सरगोशी में लूं नाम तेरा, तेरे लिए मैंने हया रखी है, हया रखी है। भूला नहीं मैं भी तुझे, मेरे लिए मैंने सजा जिंदगी पे लिख चुके हैं फलसफे, इतनी दिल लगी कि खुद को ही ना पढ़ सके। बेकदर तो दर बदर यूं बेखबर ही चल पड़े, यादें खींचती हैं आगे ही ना बढ़ सके। सादगी ही बन चुकी है बाजुदी, मुंतजिर खड़े उसी मकाम पे हम आज भी। आज फिर तू आई नहीं, आज फिर तू शायरी, आज फिर तू एक गुमान याद तेरी खाएगी। वो थी मेरी रजा अब दुआ बन गई, है मेरे खुदा क्या सजा बढ़ गई। मैं जागूं सारी रात वो सुबह बन गई, गरज के बरसते अब ये बादल नहीं। तू मेरे हर दर्द की दवा, मैं धूप में खड़ा महसूस कर जरा। मौसम बदलते हुए देखे हैं लोगों के बदलते रूप की तरह। शामिल अब तेरे दीवानों में मिलेंगे, ख्वाबों में रहते ख्यालों में उलझे सवालों में। क्या तू पहचानोगे या फिर मेहमानों से कैसे भरोसा करे अब इंसानों पे। तू ही ख्वाब, तू ही मेरी ख्वाहिश, तू ही एहसास, मैं बयाबान तू बारिश। मिलेंगे फिर कभी उम्मीद भी तू आस भी, खुली किताब करते जख्मों की नुमाइश।
कहानी कहाँ खत्म होती है, पूरी नहीं हर कसम होती है। फिर मिलेंगे कभी अजनबी की तरह, इस आस ने दिल में सुबह रखी है, सुबह रखी है, सुबह रखी है।
This is a beautiful song. I think जो ब्रेक लेके करना पड़ेगा ये रिएक्शन थोड़ा सा। Wow. Listen, Joe, we need to go. Like, I don't even. I think the first and foremost thing, which I definitely want to, which I kept noticing, and it was just adding that much more drama to what I was listening. I think the biggest thing, the set designers and her लफ्ज जो बोला जा रहा था उसके साथ जो सेट डिजाइन जिस तरह कम्युनिकेट कर रहा था and how things were changing as all three of them were walking around the set was kind of changing along with the song, and that was hitting home. All the words, the lyrics, the music, everything, it was just going deep within. There were so many moments where every frame could be a poster. You know, I constantly was looking at it. And the first one that I'm remembering right now is all the violinists sitting, and with the, you know, the Coke Studio ka thing piche, I was like, snap. In my mind's eye, there were so many such moments where I was like, snap, snap, snap. Like, that's a poster, that's a poster. It was, and the words weren't just, like, the lyrics were just not letting up. You know, we've said it before, and I'm going to say it right now again, and with that much more impact. कोक स्टूडियो ने हमारे साथ इस पूरे सीजन में खेला है, और इस गाने में हर लाइन के साथ खेला है. They have played with not just our emotions, it's like knowing how we will listen to it and then giving us 2 steps further from that of what we're not expecting. It's been too much. It's been too much. There's so much more, but Joe, tell me first what your first feels were, and then we'll
Can't talk. Oh, it's just. Can we watch it again? Because, you know, I feel like
yes.
I was focused on the lyrics so much I missed so much, and I think I need to see it again if I have to talk about it.
Absolutely. We absolutely can. You know, the second we stopped, I would have loved to directly go back
Yeah.
in because how they were okay. I'll keep it for when we talk about the set later. Because you know, kuch words the jab when they were walking out and they were talking about the heart breaking and people breaking, and there was a broken piece of mirror that they were crossing. In the end, when they were going towards the subha, and actually, like you know, how pehle ek choti si roshni aayi, uske baad thoda sunlight type ki light, and then into real daylight. How pure video mein se all their, you know, the walkway was so different. All of it would come towards the musicians, but then the walkway, how they came behind the scenes, literally in the song itself.
Mm.
It was just there were too many layers they played with, and all. Let's just get into it. You're right. Let me just rewind it and let's just directly get into it. Okay, let's do.
I was not ready for this at all. This is a whole other level.
Their
Okay.
voices, they're just yeah, okay, yeah.
Ready?
Yes.
1, 2, 3, play.
Coke Studio, Season 14.
Oh, this part.
दिल के किसी कोने में ही याद तेरी मैंने छुपा रखी है, छुपा रखी है। भूला नहीं तू भी मुझे, बात यूं ही मैंने बना रखी है, बना रखी है।
समाया थे दिल में वो ऐसे, अनजाने तो मिलते फिर कैसे। तुम बारिश में भीगे हम बहते, समंदर किनारे जो रहते। उम्मीदें लगा के वो बैठे, जो अपनों के गम वो भी सहते। ये दुनिया तो चाहती के बहके, ये बाग सी खुशबू से महके।
मिले दर्द बहुत, कभी तू भी मिल। दिल में रहती नहीं जानम तू ही दिल। आज फिर आई ना तू, इंतजार रहा मुस्तकिल। तवील है गम की शाम, कहानी मोहब्बत की मुख्तसर। नजरसानी करो जरा सी, कदर करो मेरी कला की। जाने वाले चले जाते हैं, किस्मतें ही तो काबू में नहीं आती। छाँव में धूप की तरह, जिस्म में रूह की तरह। गुजरे दिमाग से याद तेरी लगातार लहू की तरह। अब खाए जाएं ये दरो दीवार मुझे किसी भूख की तरह। तेरे बिना नहीं घर भी घर, अकेले महसूस ये किया। तेरी कमी पूरी हुई ना, आज भी रही एक दिल में खला। खिजा भी आई बर वक्त और दिल का बाग भी रहा ना हरा। तेरा ही एतबार, बाकी सारी दुनिया पे भरोसा नहीं बना। तू मुझ में देखे इंसान, बाकी सारी दुनिया को दिखे बस कला। तू है मैं हूँ और गहरी खामोशी, हम दोनों ही नहीं सुनते जो कुछ भी ये कहती होगी। गली है दिल की तंग, अब तेरा उसमें आना ना हो। दिल के मोहल्ले में अब तेरे मेरा जाना ना हो। तू है मैं हूँ और सिर्फ फासले हैं, राब्ते मुनक़ता और मुंतज़िर हम आपके हैं। राज़ी नहीं राज़दार भी क्या मांगते हम, खामियों पे पर्दे लोग कम ही यहाँ डालते हैं। हम सिरहाने रख के ख्वाब रातें जागते हैं, हम तुम्हें तुमसे बहुत बेहतर जानते हैं।
सरगोशी में लूं नाम तेरा, तेरे लिए मैंने हया रखी है, हया रखी है। भूला नहीं मैं भी तुझे, मेरे लिए मैंने सजा
जिंदगी पे लिख चुके हैं फलसफे, इतनी दिल लगी कि खुद को ही ना पढ़ सके। बेकदर तो दर बदर यूं बेखबर ही चल पड़े, यादें खींचती हैं आगे ही ना बढ़ सके। सादगी ही बन चुकी है बाजुजी, मुंतजिर खड़े उसी मुकाम पे हम आज भी। आज फिर तू आई नहीं, आज फिर तू शायरी, आज फिर तू एक गुमान याद तेरी खाएगी। वो थी मेरी रजा अब दुआ बन गई, ऐ मेरे खुदा क्या सजा बढ़ गई। मैं जागूं सारी रात वो सुबह बन गई, गरज के बरसते अब ये बादल नहीं। तू मेरे हर दर्द की दवा, मैं धूप में खड़ा महसूस कर जरा। मौसम बदलते हुए देखे हैं लोगों के बदलते रूप की तरह। शामिल अब तेरे दीवानों में मिलेंगे, ख्वाबों में रहते ख्यालों में उलझे सवालों में। क्या तू पहचानोगे या फिर मेहमानों से कैसे भरोसा करे अब इंसानों पे। तू ही ख्वाब, तू ही मेरी ख्वाहिश, तू ही एहसास, मैं बयाबान तू बारिश। मिलेंगे फिर कभी उम्मीद भी तू आस भी, खुली किताब करते जख्मों की नुमाइश।
कहानी कहाँ खत्म होती है, पूरी नहीं। हर कसम होती है, फिर मिलेंगे कभी। अजनबी की तरह इस आस ने दिल में सुबह रखी है, सुबह रखी है, सुबह रखी है।
Yes.
It's, gosh.
The whole song started, I remembered from the first time we heard it, you know, itna focus uske andar tha sunne ke liye, that right in the beginning, even before the visual start and just, you know, jo wo window aa rahi thi aur usme jo visual tha, I also want to know usme wo ek flash mein kya likha hua aaya tha, but we'll get to that. But us time barish ki awaaz thi, right? And Phir Milenge, we don't know what the song Phir Milenge doesn't tell you anything about barish. But the barish came even before the words did, and then the first line itself was about barish. It was, you know, senses ke kaise set karke, how lyrics and music, the way that, you know, the way that plays and takes you through, it's just Gojo, start now, come on.
I'm so overwhelmed. I'm so overwhelmed. You know, in fact, the second time listening to it was not easier. I thought it would be easier and I would be able to objectively sort of like dissect it and
No.
and talk about it after. But I think the second time
No.
listening got me even more emotional.
Yeah.
I don't know if I think this is the best verses I've ever heard from both the Talhas. I'm just going to put that out there.
Yeah. Yes.
Both
I'm with
of
you.
them have, I don't think I've heard a better verse from either one of them in any of their songs, because every line of both of their verses was just like, I knew Anjum is super good with emotions and the deep writing. Eunice is there, but in this he came twice and he did a little bit of, in the first part he did a bit of you know, the Anjane tribute, Afsane ka tribute, with the flow and the lines and the rhymes, everything. It was very nice. But again, such a different flavor to that. And then he did a bit of the Guman bit in his second verse. The second time he came around, I know the 2 lines or something.
It made me laugh immediately.
It made me smile both the times. And I was like, this is so, and it's so well done. It wasn't like force fit why. It was so beautiful.
Correct.
And the way the lines were rewritten and restructured, I think Eunice just deserves a applause for just that, those 2 portions also. But
Yeah.
Overall, I don't think I've heard better emotional verses from the two of them ever before this song.
And with
And
that much emotion coming in their voice also. Like it was amazing. It was amazing.
um,
Oh,
okay, and then second, just
I know. Take your time. This is just, we need to talk about Faisal Kapadia.
yes, I'm just getting to that, and I'm getting emotional because
It's, his voice, I knew, is like, it hits home, right? We've all grown up on his songs. So it's impossible not to, wo awaaz feel hote hi tang karke, there are so many memories, that flood through that it's,
yeah,
but to still keep it separate, to still, for the memories to be strong with his voice, but for this song to have its own memory, its own separate space, for a singer to be able to do that last verse, the moment he started it, and I was like, rona nahi hai, rok ke rakhna hai. Like, the emotions were like here, both the times.
I had told myself that before we started listening to it, that I know it's going to be emotional, but I'm going to control myself. And literally his second line, because every time Faisal came on, it was like even before Anjum started, I was like, okay, oh yeah.
I know.
Oh, so good.
Oh, man.
Wait, I'm trying to find the lyrics because otherwise I will just be like sitting here not saying anything and I'll just be bawling my eyes out. I don't know who has written his like I'm sure Nandul and Xulfi penned Faisal's parts. These lines, yeah, how did they write them? दिल के किसी कोने में ही यादें तेरी मैंने छुपा रखी है, भूला नहीं तू भी मुझे बातें यूं ही मैंने बना रखी है. Like just there, I died.
There only, I know. There only the song had my heart.
And the impact of just the way he sang those two lines was so strong.
Yeah.
You just feel like, okay, my eyes are getting teary or watery. Like that happens.
Yeah.
That's stage one.
Yeah.
Stage two is when you feel the tears are dropping out, like, and the lump, and it was directly stage 3, stage 3, stage 4. There was no
For
stage
me,
1
there
or
was
2.
another stage in the middle, where I was like, I don't care that right now people will be able to see me go through my emotions on my face. I don't care. I'm going to get into the song and feel it the way I want to. Ek wo hota hai, whether you want to or not, you're constantly aware of a camera looking at you. But in this song, both the times, both the listens, I was like, I don't care. I don't care. Right now, it's okay. It's okay. Just... Oh,
yeah,
okay.
because full like emotional breakdown happened right in the second line there. Ki baatein यूं ही मैंने बना रखी है, that you also haven't forgotten me. And I was like, and then Tala Yunus came in, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna control myself. But then he was in the Afsane ka flow over there, and his lines were so impactful and deep and everything. And then without any warning, Anjum came in, because I did not expect. It was like Yunus did like whatever, I think 6-7 lines there very quickly it was, and then immediately Anjum came in with his main verse. And Anjum's verse, already the mood and tone was set so strongly by Faisal and Yunus's lines. Anjum's verse, can we just talk about how this man is just... I was, I would have paused after every line and cried for 5 minutes and then continued if we were not reacting to this, because every line had so much in it. So, okay, I'm just going to read out this thing from where I ended. Tala Yunus, verse 1. समाया था दिल में वो ऐसे अनजाने तो मिलते फिर कैसे, तुम बारिश में भीगे हम बहते समंदर किनारे जो रहते, उम्मीदें लगा के वो बैठे जो अपने ही गम वो भी सहते, ये दुनिया तो चाहती के बहके ये बारिश एक खुशबू से महके. The stage has been set for us to break down and bawl our eyes out already, and then Anjum comes in to drive in the dagger deeper, further twist it, turn it, everything.
Yes.
So then, okay, Tala Anjum. I hope I can read this. मिले दर्द बहुत कभी तू भी मिल. One line, first line. दिल में रहती नहीं Jaan ab tu hi dil. Are you getting what I'm saying? That he came in to drive the dagger in further and twist it and turn it and basically murder your heart with every line.
Yes, 100%. Because I think everyone will get it because everyone's feeling it in the same way. Oh,
I've just got goosebumps like reading this out. मिले दर्द बहुत कभी तू भी मिल दिल में रहती नहीं जान अब तू ही दिल आज फिर आई ना तू इंतजार रहा मुस्तकिल तवील है गम की शाम कहानी मोहब्बत की मुख्तसर कहानी मोहब्बत की है मुख्तसर remember he's referenced Faisal's song.
yes, yes.
When I read that in the
That's the first
subtitles I
time.
was like
Yeah. That's the first time I heard those words ever in my life, and I understood the meaning of
meaning
it.
exactly.
Yes.
So I quickly need to Google the meaning of tawil. Tawil meaning. Brief, short, concise. Okay. तवील है गम की शाम कहानी मोहब्बत की मुख्तसर नजरसानी करो जरा सी कदर करो मेरी कला की जाने वाले चले जाते हैं किस्मत यही तो काबू में नहीं आती छाँव में धूप की तरह जिसमें रूह की तरह गुजरे दिमाग से याद तेरी लगातार लहू की तरह read this this guy I can't read it I think we'll just have to skip the lyrics because like okay sorry let me लगातार लहू की तरह अब खाए जाए ये दरो दीवार मुझे किसी भूख की तरह तेरे बिना नहीं घर भी घर अकेले महसूस ये किया तेरी कमी पूरी हुई I can't like
at this point, you know, even when they were walking, there were photo frames which were empty. There were things. So you know the whole that एक घर है वहाँ पे right in the beginning also कहानी की जब बात हो रही थी तो किताबें पढ़ी थी everything was there but yet there was this emptiness which was there while they were walking and the person they're talking about or like you know talking about love and that emptiness was all around while still the warmth of a house was there. So in set design to literally copy paste that emotion and to show it beautiful. Yeah.
And you know they're walking through corridors which kind of just shows like you're not really you're in the house but you're not in the house you don't want to enter any of the rooms that whole feeling was coming
metaphoric thing of going through life as well going through emotions going through you know going through basically full stop
तेरे बिना नहीं घर भी घर अकेले महसूस ये किया तेरी कमी पूरी हुई ना आज भी रही एक दिल में खला खिजा भी आई पर वक्त और जुल्म का बाग भी रहा न हरा तेरा ही एतबार बाकी सारी दुनिया पे भरोसा नहीं बना तू मुझ में देखे इंसान बाकी सारी दुनिया को दिखे बस कला तू है मैं हूँ और गहरी खामोशी हम दोनों ही नहीं सुनते जो कुछ भी ये कहती होगी गली ये दिल की गली ये दिल की तंग गली ये दिल की तंग अब तेरा उसमें आना ना हो दिल के मोहल्ले में अब तेरे मेरा जाना ना हो तू है मैं हूँ और सिर्फ फासले हैं राब्ते मुंकता मुंतजिर हम आपके हैं what is मुंकता I have to just quickly check to be broken detached cut off okay राब्ते मुंकता और मुंतजिर हम आपके हैं राज ही नहीं राजदार भी क्या मांगते हम खामियों पे पर्दे लोग कमी यहाँ डालते हैं हम सिरहाने रखे ख्वाब रातें जागते हैं हम तुम्हें तुमसे बहुत बेहतर जानते हैं that line
this line yes in a lot of ways I think Coke Studio knows me better than I know myself also
I agree
in a very wow please carry on
and then Faisal comes in to murder us further सरगोशी में लूं नाम तेरा तेरे लिए मैंने हया रखी है
such a beautiful thought you know every line of Faisal was like a thought You know, the kind of thoughts you ponder upon. Like just the wah also comes out. And the pain also comes. And like, oh no, that also happens. Everything is happening together with every line.
Every
Oh,
line can have its own separate discussion and like
yeah,
pondering session.
yeah.
भूला नहीं मैं भी तुझे मेरे लिए मैंने सजा रखी है. I died here. Like I was emotionally destroyed by this line. And
तेरे
that's
लिए
when
हया रखी है, मेरे लिए सजा रखी है. Oof. Oof. Yes.
भूला नहीं मैं भी तुझे मैंने अपने लिए सजा रखी है. मेरे लिए
Yeah.
मैंने सजा रखी है. It's
Correct.
just I'm punishing myself. And then the orchestra started. The strings section came in there, and
String section. Yes.
already the heart was lying on the floor bleeding to death, and then the string section came and trampled all over it. I don't think I've had such an emotional breakdown, destruction in any song before this. मेरे लिए मैंने सजा रखी है. Tala Yunus then comes in. जिंदगी पे लिख चुके हैं फलसफे, इतनी दिन लगी कि खुद को ही ना पढ़ सके. बेकदर तू दरबदर यूं बेखबर ही चल पड़े, यादें खींचती हैं आगे ही ना बढ़ सके. सादगी बन चुकी है बद्जी मुंतजर, खड़े उसी मुकाम पे खड़े उसी मुकाम पे हम आज भी. आज फिर तू आई नहीं, आज फिर तू शायरी, आज फिर तू एक गुमा याद तेरी खाएगी. ओ थी मेरी रजा अब दुआ बन गई, अब मेरे खुदा किया सजा बढ़ गई. मैं जागू सारी रात. There are spelling mistakes in this, so I'm not able to pronounce correctly some of the words. अब दुआ बन गई, मैं मेरे खुदा किया सजा बढ़ गई. मैं जागू सारी रात वो सुबह बन गई. गरज के बरसते अब ये बादल नहीं, तू मेरे हर दर्द की दवा. मैं धूप में खड़ा महसूस कर जरा, मौसम बदलते वे देखे हैं लोगों के बदलते रूप की तरह. शामिल है अब तेरी दीवारों में, मिलेंगे ख्वाबों में रहते, ख्यालों में उलझे सवालों में. क्या तुम पहचानोगे या फिर मेहमानों से कैसे भरोसा करें अब इंसानों पे. तू ही ख्वाब, तू ही मेरी ख्वाहिश, तू ही एहसास, मैं बयाबा तू बारिश. मिलेंगे फिर कभी, उम्मीद भी तू आस भी, खुली किताब करते जख्मों की नुमाइश. On display. And then Faisal comes in to end this. कहानी कहाँ खत्म होती है, पूरी नहीं हर कसम होती है.
So I must say, before this, both the times when I heard it, first time especially, जब सुना, I was like, बस हो गया ना, अभी emotional उतार चढ़ाव जो है वो फील कर लिया है. अब तो गाना ऑलमोस्ट एंड ब्रिंक पे है. अब इट विल नॉट बी सच अ सॉलिड रिएक्शन. नाउ इट्स लाइक, यू नो, यू फेल्ट द
Closing.
इमोशन एंड नाउ इट्स द क्लोजिंग ऑफ इट. No. That last verse, which now you're going to read, that got me maximum.
Yeah.
It was like as though everyone, all the verses before were kind of just piling you up, making you ready to be like, you know, and then this verse started and it was over. You were devoured completely. That's what happened, like fully to me. So yeah,
It ended with फिर मिलेंगे कभी अजनबी की तरह. Just when that happened, इस आस में दिल ने सुबह रखी है. Who wrote these lines? I'm just, man.
It's criminal. You should be banned from writing because like you cannot play with us like this. But please don't stop writing. Keep writing. But
कहानी कहाँ खत्म होती है, पूरी नहीं हर कसम होती है. फिर मिलेंगे कभी अजनबी की तरह, इस आस में दिल ने सुबह रखी है. God, just this is torture. It's seriously torture, but it's so also very it's not torture. It's very cathartic also. I think anyone who listens to this song, I don't know if everyone will relate to it because a lot of people haven't been through separation and, you know, like that side. I haven't seen those kind of things, and they're lucky if they haven't. But geez, I can see so many people just breaking down to this.
I think longing everyone's experienced.
Yeah.
And the beauty is that the song is not about love got and then lost. It also is about that. But it is also about that longing. When you keep longing for someone that you would give so much of yourself to another, but the person never returns love. So when that longing goes into, I wouldn't call it rejection, it just goes into just that space, just longing hi hai aur uska kabhi, when one hasn't come, that hope always remains that kabhi to phir milenge. And to me, that's what the song is. So, you can fit that longing into so many things.
Yeah.
You can fit that longing into the song itself, into Coke Studio ka that feeling, into a feeling of love, into feeling of devotion, into so many things.
Also,
It's
like
just
if that line,
even
sorry.
for work passion.
Huh.
Yeah. No, I'm just saying that even for work passion, it doesn't have to be just about love. It is not just about a love between two people. It is also about the love of divine and self. It is also about the passion that one has for getting ahead in their own life. And sometimes you strive so hard, but you don't reach there. Even the longing of that. So somehow they've managed to capture the longing from all its sides. It fits in wherever you put the song. And to me, that's the beauty, of this song, which is it's very tough to do, but they've managed it somehow.
Yeah.
Wow.
That whole
Sorry.
the whole longing is like in the second verse of Faisal's, so beautifully just summed up with bhula nahi main bhi tujhe, mere liye maine saza rakhi hai. It's like it's that phase where you don't want to come out of that either one-sided love or either just missing someone who you've ended things with, or whatever longing means to you or has meant to you. You have forced yourself to stay in that space. No one's asking you to be there, but you want to be in it, and you are staying in it, and you're happy to be there, maybe even. Because sometimes people just need to be there, and they need to not be forcing themselves to not feel it and forcing themselves to move on. This song is not about moving on. This song is about completely drowning yourself in that emotion of, you mean this to me, or you have meant, or you still mean this to me, and this is where I am, and in this moment I'm feeling ki phir milenge ajnabi ki tarah, and that hope is alive in my heart right now. The wo subha rakhi hai, with that thought.
It's just
there's like I like how to sum up what I'm like my what I'm taking away from this song. How to sum it up? I don't know how to, because it's I have no closure.
Also somewhere I don't think I want to. Do you really want to close it? Like, do you want that feeling to finish? Because I think somewhere want also makes you get what you want, right? I don't think I want this feeling to finish with the song or with this whole season of Coke Studio that has been somewhere. So, when you want that feeling to continue, you also somewhere in your head, you don't want it to end. So you don't want to finally sum it up. Like, I'm falling short of words, like majorly. Throughout it, I know that I can go on discussing the song, every nuance of it, 500 thoughts that every line is, evoking and invoking within me. Like, it can go on, but I don't think I want it to end. So, with all of it, it's just ki kya bole aur kya nahi, but let's just finish it. Like, it's one of those feelings.
I think what happened, like right now, because the season has ended, I'm just, if this song had come somewhere in the middle of the season, I don't know if I would have felt this much bhariness. But maybe that has something to do with
maybe. Yeah.
But beyond just looking at this song as part of a season or a show, it's just a living, breathing thing on its own. It is just leaving me with this sense of, I don't want closure. I want to just leave my thoughts on this open-ended, and because I know I will feel 10 more things than what I say in this video right now.
Correct. Yeah.
Later, and then I'll be like, oh, I didn't talk about that part or this. But okay, leaving that aside, we have to talk about the set and how this was shot also, because I didn't even go there at all till now. The opening with the window ka outside scene changing, that kind of like surprised me as soon as it started. So it showed like a dark sort of rainy outside. There's a tree.
Yeah.
Then it opens into this open road with the sky. Then some
Yeah.
like industrial looking thing came with some like pinkish yellow light. And then there was something written, like you were saying.
Yeah.
You know?
Twice something was written, which I wanted to know, but like I was like,
Oh,
even
I
I'm trying to
got.
go
I
and
saw it.
pause it.
I got it.
And yeah,
It
what
says
does it say?
loading next segment. That's what it says.
Oh, nice. Very nice. I like
Strange.
how they've put in a little teaser
Matrix.
for next season. I mean, I'm taking it as that.
Oh, I immediately thought Matrix looking at the font and all.
Oh no, I'm looking at it as like, you know, after all, it isn't really the end. It is Phir
Loading
Milenge.
next
So
segment.
loading next. Yeah. Ah,
But also it could be that we are all living in a matrix. This is, there's a glitch in the matrix. Let's load the next segment. Something, I don't know, maybe. If we overthink it, which we always do. But okay, I have to say Faisal Kapadia, his presence, his voice, his just the melody, and the strings and the keys and like the whole like musical arrangement of this song, it I don't know, it stayed in a Faisal Kapadia zone,
yeah. Yeah.
it stayed in that place. It's almost like probably it was designed for him to come on board. I don't know who came on board first. But I feel like it was designed for him to come because it had that distinct like sound, the arrangement, and it was
Yeah.
so smooth. The song was flowing so nicely with the keys, and then can I just say, I think I scrolled down, putting the orchestra, it says Lahore Jazz Ensemble. So putting that entire section there, it was
Masterstroke.
that was the
yeah.
word I was just
Really?
going to say, master stroke. That was a brilliant, like that. Whose idea was it? I don't know. But it was like, because it came right after that line, मैंने मेरे लिए सजा रखी है, and then you put the strings there. Uska effect itna strong ho gaya because of that. I was breaking down. Everyone involved with this track, there's so many names here, but every single person, hats off. The way the set was designed also, it was very dark. You notice the walls were like dark green, and there were like
dimly lit. So the whole emptiness wala feeling, ghar. Although ghar bahut complete tha, there was a lot of warmth in it,
Yeah.
Like it was a very fulfilling kind of a ghar, lekin uske andar bhi ek khalipan tha.
But did you notice the whole song was delivered inside the house where it's dimly lit, and when he walks out, ki ye subha rakhi hai, he walks out into the daylight, and there's subha happening in that last shot,
Yeah.
Like you can see the light now. The sun has risen.
It started from his whole verse. The moment he started the verse, he was already on the backstage. Because the entire set, what it was about, suddenly you could see that, pipes dikh rahi hain, and like pura diwar dikh rahi hai. So he's walking through that and then coming out. So which was...
And while he was walking through it, the sunlight was shining in on his face.
Correct.
And
so
then
that
he
light,
walked out
exactly.
into the...
Yeah.
Just the
It was
detail.
beautifully done.
The details. And that last shot with him standing with his back to the camera. That
in actual daylight. That just
looking at the sun rising. Man. I can't.
Stunningly done. Stunning.
Till we meet again. That's all the description says. And I honestly can't wait till we meet again.
I am so thankful that this whole season had BTSs, because abhi jo mujhe feel ho raha hai na, thank God there is a BTS to still watch and to feel, because season khatam ho gaya lekin kuch adhura hai, wo khatam nahi hua hai, aur wo jab tak we don't see how everyone felt it behind the scenes, it's incomplete. The whole feeling is incomplete.
So I actually asked Xulfi this question in that session where, he was talking about how, as someone who's directing all the music on the season, he has to be sensitive enough to feel every emotion of the song and the music, but he also has to be sensitive enough to feel the emotions that every individual involved with the song is also bringing to the table. So that added to him feeling, what the song needs or what as a creator, but
Yeah.
then also having the ability to detach yourself from it.
Yeah.
So you feel it, but
Yeah.
you also stay detached,
Correct.
because you have
Correct.
to then
Yeah.
execution requires a certain objectivity to it.
Yep.
And so my question to him was, they started with a tweet saying shuru kare, and they've ended now with a song called Phir Milenge. So I was like, from shuru kare to Phir Milenge, are you feeling detached now or not yet?
Huh. Huh.
And I think I couldn't tell, but I think he got emotional a little bit when that question was asked. And I mean, I don't have a recording of that session, but he gave a really warm, sensitive answer to the whole thing. I don't think he himself is feeling detached yet. It's impossible to, because when you've created something like this, which is now touching hearts all over the world, and
Yeah.
and giving people a feeling of, like you said last time, therapized by each song.
Yes.
है ना?
Yes.
Every song is
Yeah.
therapeutic in its own way, whether it's a fun song, whether it's Kanayari, whether it's Pasuri, whether it's Mehram. Every song is like in a different way, making people come face to face with different aspects of their emotional selves, right?
Correct. Correct.
So it's hard to detach so quickly also.
You know the way I felt after Mehram? I'm
Mm.
feeling a lot similar after Phir Milenge.
Yeah.
Similar
I-
yet different. Yeah.
Mehram did not have that hope at the
Exactly.
end.
Mehram just left you ke khatam ho chuka hai sab kuch.
Huh.
There's that hope, but still that feeling of longing in the end of both. You know how strongly a song hits you and stays with you? That's very similar in both the songs.
Yeah.
There are many other songs which made me feel like that, but these two specifically, just like kind of.
I think I think we're gonna have a lot more thoughts when we go through the BTS of this last, and that'll be our final closing of the season
Our goodbye.
video. Yeah.
Our Phir Milenge to
So
it.
whatever we've not been able to talk about in this, because it's hit too strongly. It's hit too strongly. We'll save those thoughts for the BTS, and
Yeah.
we should end this here now.
Yes. Yes. Okay.
Feeling so
Okay.
much joy at the same time as all the other emotions. But
Yeah.
once again, thank you, Coke Studio. Thank you, Xulfi. Thank you, the whole team, Adnan, Dhul, Talhaz, and Abdullah Siddiqui, everyone on this track and this season. You just brought so much to our lives. We thank you is like too small a word or
Yeah.
emotion. You have no idea. So thank you, more power, and we will see you in the BTS of Phir Milenge. Take care of yourselves. Live long and prosper.